Angels, it is your turn. The great thing about this number is for the first part of the piece, you guys just kind of get to hang out backstage. You wait for Bonnie to do her thing up here, and then she travels stage left to kind of pick you guys up from the wing. My plan is that you would be entering from the stage left front wing, and you are lined up in order. Maggie is first, followed by Denise and Liddell. The both of you come out together, and then Laura comes out by herself. So that is our lineup. You are in a shoulder-to-shoulder line facing the audience, backstage left. Bonnie does her whole opening. She finishes with 8 little walks to travel to stage left to meet up with you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody backstage, make sure your right foot is ready. Now the key to kind of making this entrance seamless is as the person or the couple goes and starts off, the couple ahead of you or the person ahead of you makes their entrance, the next person or people need to make a step forward, inching their way closer to the stage so that when it's your turn to enter, you are ready to just step off and go. So like I said, this really needs to be kind of a seamless, layered entrance of all of you ladies coming out. The movement is, we're going back into another one of these push steps, which the great thing in this number is, again, not only is it shorter, but there are so many of the steps in this piece that you already know. So those few actual tap steps that are sprinkled into this number, you already know them. So that's a great place to be. We're going to go into a push step with the arms pushing out and in, just like we have done before, and I think both of our previous routines. Flap, step, flap, step. Then we're going to do a chaîné turn, which is typically a 3-count turn, but we're going to add a 4th step into it. So it's going to go, your feet, let me back up so you can see the feet here. You lead with the right, so that right foot is popped, ready to go, and we go. Flap, step, flap, step. So your weight's on your left, your right foot is up, ready to go into your turn. It's a really quick turn, so the feet need to stay close together, and the heels definitely have to stay up here. So it's going to go right over left, over right, step in, place. Okay? That last step is really more of like a preparation to get into your next set of the push steps. So we're going to consider it a chaîné turn, adding that 4th step as a prep to get into the next push step. So the timing here goes flap, step, turn, 2, 3, and flap, step, turn, 2, 3, and flap, step, turn, 2, 3, and. 3 sets. Bonnie and Maggie are starting out first. Again, Denise and Liddell come out second, followed third by Laura. You are starting your flaps on each heaven. I'm going to take you to heaven. I'm going to show you that heaven. We're all the angels. By that point, we are out in a line. You can definitely feel free to spread out across the stage. So the first 2 out will need to travel the furthest. And then obviously subsequently behind them, people will just have to kind of gauge their steps so that we don't all end up in clump stage right. We want to make sure we end up spread out across the stage. The hands on the turns, we've already talked about what we're doing here on the push step. They're just going to be bent at the elbows with the hands up. Very kind of almost dainty arms. Almost the entire time on this entrance, you guys are looking stage right. You want to look in the direction that you are traveling, as well as in the direction that you are turning. Since you're leading the flap step with the right, and you're pushing to the right, your head needs to look to the right as well. And also you are leading the turn with the right, so you're going to be spotting your head to something that is going to be on the stage right side. So almost this entire entrance, your body is facing front, but you're going to be looking in this direction here. Okay? So we're going to do all 3 sets, nice and slow. 5 and 6. 5, 6, 7, and flap, step, right over left, over right, step left, flap, step, each flap happens on heaven. Turn, 2, 3, and flap, step. Turn, 2, 3, and flap, step, turn, 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 and. Let's plug in the words and let's pick up the tempo just a little bit here for this entrance. 5 and 6, 5, 6, 7, and a flap, step, turn, turn, take you to heaven. I'm gonna show you that heaven. I'm gonna angels. Okay? We get out here. Now, ladies, again, another great thing about this piece is you are really mimicking a lot of what Bonnie has already done in the routine. So that is great for you, as it's kind of repetitive movements, as well as it's great for Bonnie because it's kind of, again, the repetition. She's just done it. We're going to basically repeat it, but it's going to look different because you guys are making different shapes and stuff around her. So, we just finished our last turn. Our weight has ended on the left. You are all going to step, hop, the heaven, hop, down. So again, even when it's not happening in the music, I really want you to imagine, or just again, hear it or say it to yourself, those little pretend cymbal hits. Hop, the heaven, hop, okay? So let's try just that step, stepping onto the right, and then you're going to hit the bottom of your left foot first. Step that down, hit the bottom of your right foot with your right hand. The heaven, hop, up, down. I talked about in Bonnie's instructional piece, and I definitely want to remind you here as well. Each time you do that third final hit on the foot, it is quick. It's a quick up, down, and be ready to get right into your next move. You are almost stepping down and almost going into your next movement, whatever it may be, almost at the same time. So definitely there's very little hesitation whenever you finish that third final hit of the foot. So let's try that one more time, up to speed with the foot hits. 5, 6, 7, angels, hop, the heaven, hop, down. Excellent. Up in heaven's happy portals, where the parties never stop. That's where you are singing. I do not believe that Bonnie is singing in this section. You step down from your last foot flick, and you're going to immediately twist your right foot in. So you're just popping up the right foot, and as the right foot pops, your right hand is folding here in front. Then you are going to switch up. So that's on up in heavens. Happy portals. You're going to switch to the left and bring the left hand here to the right. This is not like Gabriel where we came together with the clap. This is more silent. Up in heavens, happy portals. Let me turn it this way so you can see. 5, 6, right arm, right foot, 1. Up in heavens, happy portals. You're going to push off of the left foot here, ladies. I know it's popped, but get a lot of weight onto those toes so you can almost just push off the foot into your next step. Step touch to the right, right and touch, left and touch. Okay? So here the foot is a little bit more forward on the touch. Let me see, I just turn so you can see my feet. Step, touch in front, step, touch in front. As you step right, the hands stay in prayer position and they're going to circle, not too high. You don't have a lot of time, so you're not going to have time to get it up over the head and then over. Up, over the head and then over. There's no time. Make the circle small. A 1 and 2. Around and hit. So it's going to kind of swing around and then end to the side, around and to the side. And it's okay if your hands separate a little bit there. Don't sweat it. Okay? So backing up so you can see my feet here. I'm going to take you from hop, the heaven, hop, and then add on what we just did. 5, 6, right foot steps first. Hop, the heaven, hop, 1. Up in heavens, happy portals. Step, touch in front, never stop. we're going to go into that French walk. The French walk is done way up on the toes, and it's just kind of a fancy strut. You're going to pick up the right foot, since we ended here with our right foot in the front from our last step touch to the left. Our hands are going to come to what we called in rehearsal the dead fish. So they're bent at the elbows, and they're just kind of hanging off here at the ends of your arms. Nothing too fancy, but as we walk, we're going to pick up the foot nice and high. You have 6 walks to make a horseshoe around Bonnie. Bonnie, who is at the end of this line, because she let everybody out from stage left, is going to use these 6 walks to travel. And I believe that the lineup here went Maggie, Denise, Laura, Liddell. So Maggie and Liddell were kind of even here in the front of the horseshoe, and then Denise and Laura were even in the back of the horseshoe. So hopefully that just helps you remember where you need to be for this shape. And then Bonnie, like I said, is making her way to the middle on these 6 walks. It ends with a touch on 7, hold, count 8. So let's try that. Move wherever you need to go, and you can turn your body in the direction you need to head. Just make sure that your heads, if you're turning a little bit more to the side, make sure that your heads stay out to the audience here, ladies. Bonnie, this doesn't so much apply to you in terms of your head position because you're not singing. But Angel, since you are singing, when you're traveling, just make sure your head stays to the front. Dead fish hands, we're going to lead with our right for 6 walks really high on those toes. 5, 6, 7, here we go. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, touch 7, hold 8. Good. As you sing the word so, you're going to leave the feet as they are with that right foot popped, and all you're going to do is do a dip down and push those hands down. So, up. Okay, so it's down, up as you sing the word so. Restart. Bonnie.